Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome back to TTI, the Storytime series where I tell you about some random things I'm gonna do. And if you watched the last episode, you know that this episode I'm talking about the time I was stranded in America. Alright, so it was about 2018 or so, 2 years ago, and I was getting ready to go to work and travel. No, this was about May 10 or so, and I was supposed to leave May 15, whatever. So, a part of going up to where I was going somewhere in New Jersey. You couldn't just fly the street. Obviously, anywhere you're going on the work and travel thing, you can't just fly the street. And work and travel people know this. You have to ride past some camelback, horseback, go through where you go. So, basically, my thing was I had to fly to somewhere, then fly somewhere else, and then I had to take a train ride to somewhere, then take a bus ride. That was it. Yeah. So now, on the second plane ride, after the second plane ride, I'd have a long layover, like probably 12 or 14 hour layover. That's why I was in the airport waiting until my train ride. So, me and my cousin, me and my family were like, yeah, me not stay in the airport for like 14 hours. So me and my cousin we are look for some hotels to stay at for me. So then now we found a couple hotels in the area around that airport, and they were all saying, yeah man, we have space around that time, we're good with this or that. So I'm like, alright, cool, we'll find the cheapest one and we'll book it. So my cousin's like, no, we don't have to book it right now. You can just go walk in and then make a reservation. So I'm like, but why we not just book it now? So when I go there, we just do this and do that and we're done. But it's like, nah man, just do the walk-in thing and so on. Obviously photos of walk-in stuff. So I'm like, alright. So just touching at the airport. This is after my second plane ride. Reached Newark Airport. And as soon as I reached, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning or so on. I'm tired. I've just done a bag of traveling a while ago. Really want to rest now. I'm like, alright, cool. And if you find a close hotel, go there, book, and just chill and relax. So I get to the airport, going to a communication station, a telephone station, and they have a list of hotels there. So I'm like, alright, cool. Let me try to find one. Calling all of them one by one. I'm sorry, we're booked out. We're fully booked. We can't do anything about it. So right now, I'm getting pissed now because I'm reaching the end of the list and everybody booked. Mind you, this is a random Tuesday in May. May the 5th gone already. There's no other holiday in America. I've checked around that time. And I'm like, what's happening? Why every hotel book around this place? And I'm gonna wonder. And I'm like, why it look like everything booked? So now, somehow, I think the airport had Wi-Fi, so I use WhatsApp, call my cousin. I'm like, wake up, find me a hotel, find me somewhere to stay. No, because it was all their fault. If it wasn't for them, I would have had a hotel to stay in right now. I mean, I told her because me should have said, yo, I could book it, but they persuaded me to not, so I didn't. And I'm like, alright, find me a hotel to sleep. No, I've just traveled a bag of traveling. It's annoying and I want to sleep. So about 30 minutes later now, my cousin called back and they were like, alright, cool, I found a place nearby named Courtyard. So just hop on the shuttle, go there, and then everything's supposed to fine for you. I'm like, good. So I go on the shuttle to the place, and I reach the front of the line to check in, and I'm like, reservation for Mishka Christie. And they're like, we're not seeing that, sir, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, that they just made the reservation, so refresh your screen, please. And they're just like, okay. And they refreshed it. And they're like, we're still not seeing your name. And listen, I'm very annoyed right now. So this hotel, thank God, had Wi-Fi in the lobby, free Wi-Fi. So I call them back. I'm like, which hotel you book? Because I'm at this hotel right now. Same hotel. Which hotel you book? Then no, the hotel guy that was there in the concierge, the receptionist, whatever his name is, front desk agent, he overheard the conversation and he's like, there's another chain of this hotel about 3 miles out. And I'm like, what's the name of where that is? And he said something like Cherry Tree Lane branch. And so I asked my cousin, I'm like, where is that hotel that you booked? And my cousin is like, oh, I think it says Cherry Tree Hill. Isn't that close to you? At this point, I'm just like, I'm so annoyed already. I want to relax, I want to chill. So I'm like, no, it's not. The closer one is still in Newark, like about 5 minutes out from me. That sound like is like, it wasn't even 3 miles either. It wasn't even 3 miles out. It was like a distance. Cause trust me, if it was 3 miles out, I would have gone to it. But it was a far distance, honestly. So now I'm in the corner. Honestly, at this point, I'm just like cuss out because I'm just cussing. And the hotel guy, he realizes how in distress I am, and he's like, okay, alright, so here's a list of hotels that you could try that probably wouldn't have been on the airport list. You could try those and maybe hopefully they have something for you. So I gave my cousin the list of those places. I'm like, call him, find somewhere. No. So my cousin called him and he found a place and he's like, alright, I booked a place. They said it was like a few rooms left. I booked a place, just go back to the airport and then take a taxi to that place. So I took the shuttle from the hotel back to the airport. And I took a taxi to this new place now. Can't remember for the life of me this new place name. Went to this new place on the taxi. The taxi is like, it drove for about a good 35 to 40 minutes drive. So, you know, it's a little distance from the airport. I'm like, alright, cool. So I reached this airport now, taximan drive off. I'm like, alright, cool. Right now it's like 2 something in the morning or something. Reached the airport. Reservation for Christie. And this lady is like, I don't see that, I'm sorry. And I'm like, but here's the confirmation number. This is the right address. This, that. Went through everything with her. I'm like, reservation for Christie, where is it? And she's like, ay, caramba, blah, 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 speaking Spanish. She speaks Spanish. So apparently she's like, oh sir, I'm so sorry. What's been happening this night is it's being booked, but it's being overbooked. The website is allowing people to make reservations while while the hotel is full. And I'm just like, I'm so pissed right now. I'm just like, I don't care what's happening. I need a room in this place. And she's like, well, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like, but the deposit is paid. The confirmation number is here. Everything. Well, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, at this point, I'm just shaking. I'm just shook. I'm shook. So at this point now, I'm just like, you know what? I'm calling my cousin. I'm trying to tell my cousin, yo, look, just get the refund and everything. I'm going back to the airport. I'm just gonna stay at the airport. So I'm asking this lady, give me a number for a taxi I can call to go back to the airport. She gave me a number. She's like, the thing is, at this time there might not be any taxis running. And I'm like, what do you mean there might not be any taxis running? So I call them, no taxi, not answering, even to say, oh, I'm sorry, there's no taxis. Nobody not answer the number on me I call. And I'm just frustrated. I'm asking her for all the numbers. She gave me like 3 different numbers and I call 3 of them must be 10 different times each. Nobody did not answer. And I'm just like, no, mind you, this is not even a hotel I'm at right now. It's like a motel place, so the lobby is very small. It's like literally this one couch here, so, and then you have the what do you call it, the desk right there, and they don't have like a public restroom or anything there. And I'm just like, so I'm stuck here. Can I go back to the airport? And you don't have a room for me. I'm like, so what's gonna happen? What time do these taxis normally get back up? And she's like, about 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. I'm like, What? And at this point now, I'm well one piece because I've been in the cold airport, the cold hotel, the cold taxi, cold airplane, everything. And I just obviously, apparently, I don't know why, never go pee in the airport. So I'm here. Probably I did, and I just wanted to pee again even more. But yeah, anyway, I really want to urinate. I'm just here and there's no public bathroom. So I'm asking her, where's the restroom? She's like, oh, we don't have any for the public. And I'm like, so there's no way for me to use the bathroom right now. She's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, do you not at least have one around the back that I could use, seeing that this right now is not my fault or anything, it's your guys' fault. So is there any restroom at the back that I could use? She's like, I'm sorry, we don't let the public people use the back bathroom. And at this point, I just feel like I feel like I'm being racist against. So I'm just really annoyed with everything. I don't want to go outside, go pee-pee, because I'm pretty sure that's like a citation or something. So I'm just in this coach now. I'm just like, I'm annoyed. I want to pee-pee. I want to sleep. And I'm just annoyed. I'm just pissed. But I can't piss. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, these two party girls came into the hotel. And they go to her and she's like, oh my god, do you have a bathroom that we could use? And she's like, no, I'm sorry, don't let the public use the bathroom. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, porque yo necesito el baño, por favor. And then, with a little Spanish, this back and forth, I saw door open, girls go on back, then girls leave and gone. I'm like,
wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
Okay, now I can't remember if those girls were lighter. There were two girls. There was one that's definitely light, but I can't remember if the other one was dark. So I don't know if it was a definite like racism thing, a colorism thing. And I'm just here like, someone talked to her, I'm like, miss, you just let those two girls use the bathroom. Why can't I use it? I'm someone that came here to stay at your hotel. You told me that it's booked out, not my fault. And you just let them use the bathroom. And she's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do. And she just went around the back and closed the door. And that was basically it, because at this point it's like 3 o'clock or 3:30. And she just went around the back. Apparently she's on her break or something. And I'm like,
I'm about to beat this bitch up.
So I'm ringing the bell now. I ring the bell for her to come back out. And she's like, what? And I'm like, miss, can I just use the bathroom? And she's like, no, we don't let people use the bathroom. And she goes back around there. Saying it back now, I'm like, yeah, no, it's a definite racism thing. Definite. I can't be blind to that. It was definite now that I'm looking at it. But that's not even a thing. Like yes, there was a guy that came in. He was Caucasian too. He rang the bell. She came back out and he's like, I have my reservation, this and that. I'm supposed to stay here tonight until tomorrow. And she's like, same thing that she told me. I'm sorry, it's booked out. We can't do anything for you guys. And she went around the back. She kind of gave him the same attitude. That's the thing that kind of made me think it probably wasn't that racist, but it kind of was-ish. It definitely was. But like, I guess she was just fed up with everybody at this point. And corporate or whoever is running the place. So yeah, she turns up with the white guy. And I'm like, well, I mean, at least she did that to him as well. So now I don't have to get as irate as I am. But now I'm just here, I'm sitting in this couch, I'm annoyed and seething with anger. I told my cousin, yo, get your refund. I'm gonna have to go back to the airport in the morning. Cussed them off already, and I couldn't bother. I kind of just turned off my phone. I'm just literally sitting in the couch, staring at the TV, watching some news article. I don't know. And right now I really want peace. And I'm like, I'm just here like, look, I have 2 suitcases of clothes. If I piss right now, piss up myself, I can change my clothes. This couch is fabric. I would love to mess up this fabric couch and have you have to clean it up again. So I was like, if it gets to the point where I have to pee that bad and I piss up your couch, I will. I will not hesitate. If I feel anything leak out, and that's it. River of Jordan, release, Niagara Falls, everything. I'm letting it go on this couch because I can change. I have 2 luggage things of clothes. And I'm pretty sure I have scandal bag we can put the mess up clothes in. So I'm fine. Anyway, so I ended up falling asleep. I don't know how I fell asleep. I just fell asleep. Woke up dry. Miracle. And it was like 6:10 or 6:15. I'm just like, oh jeez, thank God. So I got up, dialed the number over again. Hi, how may I help you? I'm like, oh, give me a taxi. I'm at this location, please. I felt like I was kidnapped, being held ransom. I'm like, please come now. She's like, you'll get a taxi in about 15 minutes, sir. I'm like, yes, thank you. Yeah. So then, your friend, the woman, she had red hair. That's all I remember about her. She had red hair and she was Spanish. I hate her so much. I hate her. I don't know where she's in life. One day I wanted to be, in that moment I was just like, yo, one day I'm going to be rich. I'm going to come back to this place. I'm going to mess stuff up. Anyway, I can't remember the place now. I can't remember her. Anyway, so yeah, she comes out and she's stacking up the continental breakfast at just a snack bar for, I guess, guests and so on. And I just look her dead in her eyes and I just scooped up like a bag of muffins and chips. I just stuffed them in my bag and I just making eye contact with the entire time. I just zip up my bag. The taxi came and I just walked out. Did I show my middle finger? No, I didn't show my middle finger. No, I'm not that bad yet. But yeah, I was really annoyed with this lady. And to show how annoying she was, I guess she was protecting herself. During the night, during the morning period, in the 3 o'clock parts, people were checking out. And I'm like, yo, miss, can I just stay in one of the rooms that they checked out of? But honestly, I was working at a hotel and I don't think I'd do that either. But at the same time, you're seeing someone there. They don't have any other option. You could probably run up and check the room and like fix it up real quick. And it wouldn't be like a problem because the refund never got through yet. So you could technically say, all right, cool, that's your space, Because I probably would have run up and make sure everything is fine with the room and then but whatever. I guess she's protecting herself legally. But yeah, I'm rambling. So I get back on the taxi that came for me. So 6:30 now. Reach the airport back again, and at this point I'm just like, you know what, let me stay here. My cousin is there blowing me up like, yo bro, you good, this and that, how's everything going? I'm not responding, I'm just leaving them out. I'm just like trying to find back my inner peace, trying to be all zen with life. So I just kind of stare at the airport. At this point I'm just annoyed with everything, and I'm trying to contact my manager at the place that I'm supposed to go work at for work and travel. This girl not respond to me. Let me not say girl. This lady not respond to me. And after my ordeal, and the thing is with the work and travel is, especially when you're working in a hotel, they help you find places to stay at. So I'm depending on this person to find somewhere to stay at when I get there. But after that incident, I was like, nope. And I found somewhere myself, set up a reservation. I'm like, I'm staying here for 3 nights because I don't know when this girl gonna reply to me. Confirm, get the confirmation number, everything. Cause this lady just not respond. I'm sending her emails upon emails. I'm like, hi, I'm in Jamaica. Hi, I'm leaving Jamaica. Hi, I'm in America. Hi.
Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee, and I was gonna get Employee of the Month, and that's on period.
So, yes. And she just wasn't responding to me. Lo and behold, she was on vacation. And I'm like, so you just go on vacation and not even check up on your ward, the person that you're responsible for, actually. And it turns out I was her first J1 that she ever working with. And I'm like, apparently, obviously, but still, you not even check for me, you not even read your emails. Suppose your father did a dead and him send you an email like, oh, I'm having a heart attack, send Yahoo. What? But yeah, So basically I just waited in the airport until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, I just slept there and so on, and man, I was just dead. My spirit was crushed about everything, every single thing.
Hurt and traumatized, disgusted.
And out of nowhere, like while I'm processing my ticket to get on the train and so on, out of nowhere, a airport worker, she just came up to me and she just looked at me and she was like, you know, you have a very good heart. Don't let anyone take that away from you. And I was just like, whoa, why are you telling me this? I'm like, thank you. And she just walked away and disappeared. Well, I mean, not really disappeared, but like she just walked away, and it was just very nice. A very nice thing to happen, very timely thing to happen to, because I was ready. I wasn't even gonna blow up on everybody. I was just crushed and done. I was just like,
am disgusted.
I just want to get to this place and start working and get my shmoney and leave. Get this head and bread and leave. But yeah, everything after that kind of worked out though, so it wasn't too bad. But that was a very crappy ass night, and that was the time I was trying to in America. So yeah. Thank you guys for listening. If you liked it, like it. If you have any weird experiences like that, just comment it as well and share this up with your friends. As I said, I'm trying to get to a 500 subscriber goal, and you know, if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and come back next week for another episode of TTI.